Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Meeple has landed.
Hello, everyone. We are live. Welcome to the Vitruvian Meeple, where we are streaming The Powers That Be, a Claim the Sky campaign. Claim the Sky, for those of you that don't know, are the superhero rules for Monty Cook's CYPHER system. We've got a lot to get through and not a whole lot of time, so I'm going to do a quick round of introductions, and then I'm going to pass it off. I am here with Patrick, our GM, ECAT, Magda, Julie, who you're having trouble seeing right now, and Ray, who lost his video, which is why you're having trouble seeing Julie right now, because it wouldn't be an opening stream without a couple of this now, would it? So, with that being said, like I said, we've got lots to do and not a whole lot of time to do it, so I'm going to pass it off to our GM, Patrick. Patrick, please take us into the world of Excelsior.
Hi, Vitruvian Meeple here. Well, it wouldn't be a first stream without some technical difficulties, right? So for the first 20 minutes or so, I didn't notice that the audio from Zoom wasn't coming through to the stream. So anyone who was actually watching heard me talking to and reacting to silence. So that part's been edited out of this video, and here's what you missed. There's a local gang called the Hooligans who fashion themselves as soccer hooligans. A little bit on the nose, but that's beside the point. And the night before this session takes place, they went on a rampage through Excelsior, and specifically through the borough of Queens, which is where each of us live. So for different reasons, and completely independently of each other, we each decided that enough was enough. And so at midnight the next night, we all found ourselves outside a known hooligan hangout called the Rub-a-Dub-Dub, ready to break in and give them what for. So here's our cast. We have Paw of Justice, a mutant who takes the concept of Catgirl to a whole new level. We have Crash, a sneaky criminal who wears his sunglasses at night, thank you very much. We have Black Ice, a goth chick with light blue hair, a winter jacket, and a massive chip on her shoulder. Gen X, an old retired superhero who swears his old costume still fits. And Tink, a professor who just wants to get back and get her grading done, but some things are more important. Now, strangely, when we all got there, no questions were asked about who the others were, what we were doing there, anything like that. We just kind of all up and went in the front door. Well, except for Crash. I went around the back. So when they came in, the rest of the party was greeted by some ne'er-do-wells who didn't think they had any business being there. They hadn't noticed me yet. And that's about when the sound kicked in. Yep. So now you're all caught up. Sorry about that. And let's get back to the action.
I'm going to pipe up and say, I don't know what your problem is. I'm just watching the game. There an issue with that?
You don't rightly belong here, do you, Governor? Oh, don't expect me to do a good accent ever.
Oh, no. Didn't see his sign.
I just want a beer. I try to back into the shadows more.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything until someone notices and engages me.
So they start nudging each other and joking. Oh, look at these fine ladies who've come in here, right? Yeah, we know what we're going to do with them tonight. This is excellent. Yeah, pour these people a beer. Why don't we go for it? And one of them goes over to the bar, grabs a bottle of beer, smashes it on the side of the table, and turns towards you guys.
Smash break or smash like when you're about to chug it?
Turned it into a delightful weapon.
Ah, less fun.
Yeah.
Like, how do you expect to do a shooter if you broke the bottle?
It's a different kind of shooter.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So if anybody wishes to roll for initiative, or you can give them the first attack. It's up to you.
Oh no!
Like I never do that.
Let's see.
Oh, right, because my speed edge is 3 now. I can have an effort for free. Or no, it'll cost me 1. That's okay. I'm okay with that.
So, how do I choose the effort and the other thing?
When you click on the D20 next to initiative, they'll come up in little pop-ups.
No, yeah.
Crash.
But logistically, how do I choose the effort?
There should be a little drop down.
Conceptually, how do I choose the effort?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So your maximum effort score, your effort score is 1, which means you can use a maximum of 1 effort on this roll. Spending 1 effort will cost you 3 speed points minus whatever your speed edge is, which I believe for you is 0. And it will basically give you a +3 bonus to the roll.
Okay. I'll just do that. And then the asset was
Nothing.
nothing. Okay. Let's just go with nothings all around.
Why is my stat not showing up when I'm clicking? Oh wait.
Oh.
Okay. Remember to those of you that didn't already roll, click your token, and then when it okay.
Yep. Sorry.
So that's right. Patrick, you can go in and add them to the list.
All right, hang on here. Let's see.
And here I remember to update my name, but of
There we
course I
go.
forgot to click on the token.
Sorry, and now I just like rolled 15 times.
That's all right.
Cheater.
Oh, I see what I did. Okay. My apologies.
Let's see, so pause going to 12. Get my keyboard.
Pause, since you spent effort on roll, remember to click the little apply cost API down at the bottom.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so pause going to 12. Who else we got? Gen X is
At 5.
we'll call it a 20 because I'm feeling nice.
Okay.
Now we have 2 crashes on here. Is that correct?
Okay.
No.
I should. I've got 0 showing up for me and 0 showing up for Jane.
Oh, hang on a second here.
And I rolled as well.
Okay, they're updated.
Okay.
Yeah, Black Ice rolled a 17.
Black Ice. Oop.
So don't worry about this because I just realized like about 10 minutes ago that we weren't broadcasting any sound. So about the first half an hour of this session is going to be, well, you will have my mic and that's it. So, hey, tech issues.
Okay, so there are 2 crash attacks? Or should there only be 1?
There should only be 1, and this is 20.
Okay.
And I don't see Black Ice on there.
Black Ice should be right below you. Gen X Crash, Black Ice, Tank, and Paw.
Are you
I
guys
think
seeing...
I think the GM needs to commit.
Okay.
Are you guys seeing Black Ice on your in order?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, because I am.
Hence my comment that the GM needs to commit.
Yeah,
like,
I have hit the thing
Okay.
here. So.
Well, we know you're going at 17, so that's okay.
Yep, we'll roll through them. So, all right. Let's see, and so up first, since he's at the first of the list, Gen X.
All right. We're going to.
Picking up various and sundry things. Somebody's picking up a bar stool. Someone's pulling a knife out of his jacket. Someone else pulls out a small gun. It looks like they mean business immediately.
All right. Ooh. Yeah, no. Dang it. I have to get used to new character mechanics. Which one is pulling out the small gun? If we've got the 9 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, so we'll put them in order as they appear in a number pad. So the guy in the bottom left is 1, and then 2 and 3 on the bottom row. So that
One
one,
of those people.
the number 6. So the center guy in the back has a pistol.
Okay.
Although they're kind of spread out around the room, so it's not like they're.
Of course, yeah, no, they're not in a grid formation. That's true. But I immediately close to the guy with the pistol.
All right. So, and mind you, this is a fairly small bar, so it's not going to take you your entire turn just to walk up to the guy, so you can smack him.
Nice. And I will initiate smackage.
All right. So, target to hit him will be 3.
All right. No, hold on. Wait.
Because they're thoughts.
What? Ow. Where's damage track? Right. Why did I say special damage? Hold on.
If you're looking for the actions window that was there on Gods of the Fall, we're not using that. Just click on the D20. Click on the D20 next to your thing, and we'll bring up the pop-up.
Okay. Oh, I see. All right. So I just do the release energy might attack, or
Yeah.
Ooh. I also want to use my damage boost, CYPHER.
All right. Actually, can you pop a CYPHER and do an attack in the same round?
No. Pop CYPHER is your action.
All right. I'm going to do my action first. I will pop the CYPHER next.
Okay.
So doing, I mean, I guess just doing smackage. And then do that. Wait for it. Don't click it. Oh, I have to go here. Ha ha. Oh, I have to click through windows.
Yes.
Okay. I see. Okay. Gonna be a little annoying, but that's all right. What can I move you over here? Submit. Effort. That's fine. Effort damage. Okay.
Damn it, 7.
Okay, so because you hadn't booked any energy, that actually does cost you 1 might.
Okay.
So just take your might pool down by 1.
Okay.
Yeah, as a note,
I'm sorry, current. Your might current.
Still new to the system. The points that you have in your 3 pools are both the resource you use to use your ability and what gets taken away from you when you get beaten up. So you have some thinking to do, like if you're going to try to hit somebody extra hard, it'll cost you. So you hope that it will actually do a good job of it, and you can actually knock yourself out by just fighting too hard and then just, overdoing it, much like life. But once again, once you hit all zeros, you're not dead, you're defeated, because this is a comic book. Unless it meets the approved methods for the comic code, and you'll of course be coming back at some point later dramatically. All right. We'll take the next one. So up next is Crash.
Okay. Well, I mean, someone brought a gun to what should have been a fist fight, and it wasn't me because I haven't pulled my gun yet. So let's see what we do about this. So Crash smirks for a moment and kind of almost does the cartoon, wind up to go running. And he kind of takes a jaunt sideways, and you guys hear the sound of breaking glass. And as you look to where he was, you can actually see, just for about a second, shimmering in the air is what looks like broken glass that he has just crashed through, hence the name. He is now a little blurry, a little fuzzy, and is zooming around the room. As he's running, you kind of see lines of energy build up in front of him, kind of like the front half of a Bohr model of an atom. And as he's running around these guys, trying desperately to disorient them, at one point his trajectory is right at the one that Gen X already hit, and he abruptly stops, and the energy that had been building up around him continues forward, and kind of works its way through him. And it's still that very kind of fuzzy, kind of out of phase, not quite supposed to be right, but it looks like it's basically going through molasses. So that is my disrupting touch, which I can do at short range. So what is their difficulty?
3.
Okay.
Target level 3, so that's a 9.
Yep. Do I get an asset for running around and disorienting them?
Yes, and the fact that they didn't even know you were there in the first place.
Okay, so is that 2 assets or 1?
That'll be 1.
Okay. Okay, so that is come on, 3. Efforts, I'm not going to put any efforts, but I do have an asset on this. No effort to damage. So that is
would you like the extra damage, or would you like a special effect?
I would like the minor effect, and I would like that to be that the blast knocks him off of his feet, and he gets tangled around the feet of one of his buddies, so that attacking that buddy will be easier until their turn.
Okay. So he goes down.
Is he down, or is he just continued to be hurt?
He is passed out.
Okay.
You could probably continue to punch, kick, and stab him, but
if he's out of the fight, that's what my question was.
Yes,
was he
he's out of the fight?
Okay.
And he goes flying into, let's see, we should have an icon for this somewhere. This one.
A curse splat.
Yeah. And so
into number 9, who himself loses his feet, goes flying over the top of a table, which falls down on top of him, and he's now trying to scramble himself back up.
So as you all look to Crash after this has all happened, you can see him looking at the one that just got the guy knocked into him.
Where was I in relation to this energy distribution?
Oh, you were right there, because you were in the middle of, you would just, hit him with. So here's the question with Gene is, what did your attack look like?
Okay, so if I'm using my power rather than just clocking him, which honestly I didn't know was an option because I could have just clocked him.
Well, what's the fun in that?
I know, but me and my powers right now, we're not on good speaking terms. And it's kind of been like that, and I've been playing the avoidance game. So I kind of went through, so usually, okay, if I'm not clocking him, then the energy, the release energy motion is usually, now it used to be like I had a repertoire, right? Sort of like Iron Man and his propulsion sources.
Yeah.
But because of primary where the energy gets absorbed, it's from the core. So the motion to release is a projection basically from the sternum, basically where the, you know, where the nuclear reactor thing is. And it's directed by the head and released from the clavicle area.
And what does the energy look like?
The energy is going to pick, if I am taking energy and then redistributing it, it's going to pick up whether it's like I got punched or if it was a projectile, something, it's going to pick up something from that, because like I'm taking that and then I haven't worked all of that out yet because you're just now asking me. So I'm making stuff up on the fly. But we're gonna say kind of like a neon blue, and neon is on purpose, right? Because but here's the thing though, that's what it would have been. That's what it was back in the 80s. That's what it was as Gene was the generator, part of the Queen's Guard. Now, it's kind of this, you know, whenever you see the videos of mechanics with the car propped up and it's an old car and neglected, and then they unplug the oil tank.
Yeah.
And then they watch what horrors come out of that. Yeah, so it's blue-ish, and it's kind of squelchy.
Like sludge.
Ish. Yeah.
Yes. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, black ice. So, you got your stomping boots. You have a knife on you.
Where am I in relation to the guy that is under the table that Crash knocked over?
Not too far. You can run up to him and give him a good stomp if you want. And he's on the ground.
I'm gonna kick him in the
Opportune
head.
time. Okay.
I'm gonna kick him in the head and down, and I just want him to stay down and not come
Excellent.
anywhere near me. So what do I need to do?
All right. So you need to pull up your character. You have your boots for your attack. So there
Yep.
should be a die picture at the front of that.
Yep.
So click on that.
Difficulty.
Difficulty is 3.
3. Okay. Effort. If I use effort, I'm using my one and only effort. Is that correct?
Well, it's one effort per action.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But
What it'll do is it will cost you some of your pool.
Yeah, it will cost you 3 either might or speed points because you're doing a straight up melee attack, so you can do that with either attribute that you want.
Okay. I'll use my speed if I can.
So if you're not using any effort, it doesn't really matter. It's just a straight up roll either way.
I think I put one effort. I just put one effort in.
Okay.
Asset.
No assets.
No.
Oh wait, watch
asset.
it. Well, hold on.
Actually,
Because he's
He
the
should
one
have
on
an
the-
asset because he's on the ground prying himself out from underneath the bar table.
So one asset.
One free asset. Yeah. You get to benefit from Crash's good roll.
Effort to damage. 0.
your effort into the roll.
All right.
Good thing you spent that effort.
Yeah.
So now click on that apply cost API down at the bottom.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay, so you said you wanted to use speed instead of might. You can just go ahead
Yes.
and take those, put your points back in might and take them out of speed. And I'll add a speed-based attack to your character sheet before the next session.
So wait a minute. So my might pool just, you know what? I'll leave it where it is.
Okay.
It's just easier.
Yay for
So-
learning sessions.
yep. So as you know how usually when people get angry, they start feeling like all warm and stuff. You notice as your foot is swinging down towards this fine individual's head that you aren't feeling warm. You're getting colder. It's like a bit of a shiver goes through your spine as the thing, your boot smashes into his head and it bounces off of the floor.
Well, that's new.
Because usually you don't beat people up.
Right.
All right, next up is Tink.
All right. So we are in this old bar that is
Yes.
full of very old furniture. And I'm guessing that these bar stools and chairs have been around since before like fire standards. So like they still have that very nice polyester fabric with like super condensed foam that, well, it was foam once upon a time. Now it's just a flat
they
pancake. And I plan to grab one of these stools and my lighter. And so I am going to light the cushion on fire and use it kind of like
All right.
like a battering ram shield thing.
So the head of the stool, not only is it made of polyester with some sort of foam that under no circumstances is allowed in the United States or any country anymore, lights up immediately, releasing noxious, thick black smoke. It is just terrible. And so you now have a four-legged torch, big burning head at the end, and you're able to hold it in front of yourself toward them all.
Yeah. And so can I I don't know, be on guard until somebody tries to attack me and then attack them with the stool?
Well, you've lit a stool, so that's your action for the turn.
Yep.
Okay.
And you are well prepared for defense. So that will, if you need to defend yourself, that will be an asset for it because you have a big flaming stool between you and the other people.
Noxious. Don't forget noxious too.
And noxious smoke coming out of it.
I may or may not be giggling.
And next up,
At this point, I may or may not be giggling. So.
I am gonna jump towards the guy who's in the middle of the room, stare him down, and just punch him right in the face, just right in the nose.
all right, target 3.
Throw in 1 effort, no assets.
Nope, sorry about that. That was not it.
The effort to damage? Is that
So
anything?
So if you don't spend effort on the roll, you can spend effort to increase the damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just do effort on the roll itself. I will take that. Ooh, special,
Yep.
1 damage.
Yep. And then apply that.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so that is it 7 damage or 7 plus 1 damage?
It is 7 plus 1 damage.
All right. You hit this guy, he staggers back hard. Gripping his face, of course, because which is now blowing all sorts of lovely colors out. It matches his shirt for whatever football club he follows. But he knows which one it is. All right.
Is it after United Red? I think.
And that's just for the English ones. They could follow football anywhere. They might be Brazilian fan. We don't know. It's complicated. Okay. Oh, look at this. It's their turn now.
About time.
All right. So we still have 8 that are sort of up. So we'll start with the guy in the upper right, who has just gotten himself stomped, but good. He gets himself up. So he stands up and, kind of gives Nevada the stink eye because, well, ow. Bad enough he gets knocked over by the fast guy, but then gets stomped in the head by a freaking goth chick. What the hell, man? All right. So the next one is going to take a shot at Paw of Justice.
Okay.
So roll yourself a speed defense, difficulty 3.
Speed defense.
Now, and actually, because you have deck shifts, I believe you'll have to manually subtract that from the difficulty.
Okay, so should cancel it and try it again?
Yeah. Because there's only so much I could do to tweak the sheet.
Okay. Okay. 2.
Yeah, so just do the difficulty for them.
Okay.
All right. So you dodge cleanly out of the way of that attack. Quick. All right, and so the next takes a shot at Gen X.
I'm stepping away for a moment because cats.
Yes. So once again, speed defense, target 3.
Well, poo.
Oof. What's your armor?
Looking. Skadoink.
Right at the top of your
For a minute.
equipment.
Yep. 1.
Okay, so in that case, you take 3 points of damage. And swings a
now,
burst.
Can I enact absorb kinetic energy?
Why, indeed you can. That's why you have it.
Yay!
So that should drop it down to a total of 2 damage. I believe it subtracts 1 every time. And now you have some kinetic energy stored up in you.
That's right. So is that from where do I drop it from?
So
Might.
you had
Might.
4. So you drop 2 out of might.
Okay.
Okay. So our next mook goes after Black Ice. So speed defense, target 3.
And I have a power shift dexterity. So what does that bring it down to?
That'll drop it down to a 2.
Okay. Difficulty 0?
No, difficulty 2.
2.
Difficulty 2.
Sorry. Thank you. Any asset?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, that sucks. Sorry.
Oh, a GM intrusion. How convenient.
GM intrusion!
So,
Oh.
person swings the stool at you and hits you for, see, the original is 4 points. How much armor total do you have? I think it's 3. Okay. So you're actually only going to take 2 off of that. So you take 2 points of damage.
To might?
Yes.
Okay.
But as the attack swings at you, the thing that happens is you see this like weird mist forming around you as all of the air surrounding you is starting to super cool, and it's forming ice crystals in the air. And that, to some extent, slowed the attack that was coming at you. So now that's your ward turning on. And so as you hit the ground and you actually slide a bit and are able to get back up to your feet, like, whoa. And that cloud is still about you the entire time.
I'm sitting there going, what the actual hell was that?
And you are feeling really cold now. Like you accidentally stepped out on a February morning not wearing your coat. Just like the cold's biting through you.
Whew. Ow.
All right. So that guy is holding his nose right now because he got a snot kicked out of him. All right, this will be fun. Crash.
How many are coming?
Since you did such an exquisite job of handing that first person his own ass, the remaining 3 of them go after you all at once. They're just going to gang tackle you like they're playing rugby because they can't keep their own sports straight. And, it'll finish you off once you hit the ground. So your speed defense, target 4.
I have pass. I have 2 deck shifts. I'm trained in speed defense, and while I'm phasing, I get an asset. Speed defenses are eased by 1 more. So I am literally running survival.
Yeah, as they jump at you, you just to the side, and they all just kind of knock into each other like, some trio of comedians from the golden age of film.
Film, that's what happened. That's what we had before streaming services, right?
Yeah.
Right, Gen X?
Right.
It's what you used to watch on the UHF channels on Saturday morning. All right. So Gen X, you're up next.
Okay. So 3 have gone after Crash. And
1 swatted you with a bar stool.
1 swatted, right. So I look at the one with the bar stool. Oh, yeah. Hee hee. Barstool dude. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm trying to remember what the absorbed energy does, if that just adds to your damage or if that's a...
I'm looking at, so 1 point of damage from any commander, but the residual energy bleeds up. You cannot store more than 1 point at a time. So then release energy. You release 1 point of energy you've absorbed with your absorbed kinetic energy, magnifying that strikes a single foe within long range. Okay. And I do have kinetic energy absorbed.
Yes.
Yep. So that means that it won't cost you any might to use that power.
Okay. So we're going to do the release energy. Okay. So we have, because I have stored, then I'm going to use that to negate the 1 cost to might and do release energy as a might attack.
Yep.
And no, because I should have done that already. Oh well, I'll get around to it. I'm fighting right now. So okay. So release energy 3.
Yes.
Submit. Nope. Nope. And nope.
Oh! Oh.
Welcome to the club, old timer.
GM and Tren.
Oh, I love GM intrusions. They're the best thing ever. You turn to fire at the guy with the stool, who is already stepping to the side because he's been in more than a few fights. The beam slips past him. And unfortunately, nearly hits black ice. Because, unfortunate person there.
What the hell?
Fortunately, wouldn't you know it, right as the beam is coming towards you, the cold is getting even worse. and the ice is now sticking to your coat and to the rest of your body. And when the beam hits you, it disperses against all the glaring ice that is now shining on your skin. So it knocks you back a little bit, but you're like, oh.
Yeah. What
And
the
now you have your ice
hell?
on. All right, crash.
All right. So there are 3 of them kind of fumbling around where I was a moment ago,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to. Okay, so we've got those 3 there. How many are actively engaged in combat with black ice?
At the moment, just the one.
Okay. And one, basically, one with just about everyone else, and then like 3 or 4 with me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, screw them. They can take care of themselves. If they can't, they shouldn't have come up. They shouldn't have. So I'm going to. I am going to, as my disrupting touch, I'm going to retheme it if that's okay with you. I am going to grab one of the non-flaming bar stools, because I'm stupid, but I'm not stupid, you know? And basically, run around on the walls, letting the energy build up on the stool, and I'm basically going to throw it at pile of 3 or 4 that I had been next to momentarily previous. I don't really care which one I hit. I'm just going for one of them because right now they're all in a big pile, and so I'm throwing a bar stool at them.
All right.
Difficulty 3. Do I get any assets?
No, they're completely knocked down.
They're knocked down, so I don't get any assets, or I do?
No, they're not knocked down.
Okay.
They just ran into each other.
Okay, got it. Okay, so that is 4 damage to one of them that ignores armor.
All right. Okay, black ice. As you collect yourself again, you notice something else weird is going on with you. Is the ice, the cold is focusing very heavily around your hands, and you notice that the atmosphere or whatever is freezing to them and into very, very sharp bits. They look almost like glass, like you could like hurl them at somebody.
Question: can I use my special abilities out of turn?
Not usually.
Will cramp. Okay.
Question. Do
Yes.
they look like CDs?
They look like icicles. Very nice, long, pointy ones.
Okay. Well, I don't know what's going to happen, but frankly, I'm pissed off now because the old dude just hit me with a blast of something. Not to mention, this idiot in the bar hit me.
Yes.
So basically, I go to shove the guy, but in reality, I'm using my onslaught.
Yes.
Okay.
So target 3.
Target 3. Now, 2 power shifts on onslaught.
Those are already taken into account.
Oh, okay.
Those are basically mods on the attack roll.
Okay, so target 3. Any asset?
Nope. Guy is basically swinging the stool the other way, wants to hit you with that.
And I go,
Okay.
stop! Get the hell hell away from me.
Okay. And then go ahead and apply that cost.
So the ice flies forward and shreds into him badly. He's just like his skin is shredded. He is not looking good. There's blood everywhere.
I step back and look at my hands, going, "What the hell was that?"
Yeah, and look, and you see the cold is getting even more intense, and you see that the icicles are starting to spread along them again.
Huh.
All right, Tank, you have a flaming bar stool.
Yes, I do. And I'm surrounded by soccer hooligans or football hooligans that are probably wearing nice synthetic jerseys and those big polyester scarves. And somebody's looking very flammable to me.
Yes.
So I
Hit one of the ones that's been hit, or hit one of the fresh ones.
I will try to catch one of the fresh ones on fire, and also, well, swing the stool at them, hit them, and hopefully catch them on fire.
All right. Target 3.
What do I do for that?
All right. Let's see. Since we're improving a weapon, that's going to be.
It's just a light weapon, which is light weapons are -1 to the difficulty to hit, so it'll be a difficulty 2, and they do 2 damage.
Okay, I don't have anything on my weapons list, so I don't know how to roll that.
Then just make either a might or a speed roll, depending on which one you want to use. It really doesn't matter for you because you don't have any edge in either one. And it'll be difficulty 2.
So on the where your stats are at the top, where there's might, speed, and intellect, there's a little die next to each of them.
Oh yeah.
So click on that one.
Yeah, I was trying to decide whether I wanted to. So, like, I know that in D&D it's like half steps and whatnot. So, like, I'm trying to figure out if there's
You
a
don't
difference.
have neither will give you any advantage in the amount of damage that you do or your likelihood to hit. The only difference is that if you get hit by somebody, it's going to come out of your might pool. So if you use your speed pool instead, you have a lot more might before you go down.
Okay, so I'll use speed then. Difficulty
2.
2 standard. Effort.
I wouldn't bother using effort on this.
0 submit. Asset.
No asset.
0 submit. Hey, I did something.
All right. Let's see. So first,
light weapons are by standard 2 damage.
And because it's a fun idea, let's see. One here for this. Yep, that'll have to do. And he is smoldering.
Yay!
He also just got a face full of noxious chemicals coming off the end of your bar stool. All right, Paw. So you decked a person, and he is bleeding all over the place out of his face. But he still looks like he's going to try to swing at you again.
So I am gonna follow up that nice punch to the face with a bash. It's a pummeling attack. So it's like it's kind of the finish up to the 1-2 punch.
All right.
Oh, and if it does it, if it hits, it doesn't do quite as much damage, but it'll daze the target for a round.
Okay.
Okay. So many screens. See.
Nice.
Excellent. Success.
Whew.
Yeah. So let's see. 3. That would be 5 points of damage to that guy right in the middle.
You bash him, he falls to the ground and doesn't move anymore. You're not sure, if you've killed him or not, but he's just not moving.
Oh, good. Stay down.
All right. So this is where the fun part happens. So two of these fine people, seeing where the battle's turning, head out the back door. Ah! Hear, though, an ominous sound coming from elsewhere in the club. It's a toilet flushing.
Always an honest sound.
Gen X.
So let's see. 2 down, 2 gone.
One on fire.
1 on fire. I'm going to avoid the 1 on fire.
I would recommend it.
My guy's bleeding.
Badly.
Yeah. So not being able to see which one has what fun affliction on the map. What if I were to just turn away from where I was and where I almost hit black ice and just cold cock the closest one over off to this side if I turn to my left?
Okay. Actually, I think that would be the one that Black Ice was beating on.
Sure.
So he will be target 3.
Now, can I just would that just be a straight up might roll rather than a release energy roll?
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good. I can learn. What?
And so unarmed attacks are light attacks, so it's 1 step easier, and it does 2 damage.
Okay. All right. And here, that doesn't make sense, so don't do that. And okay, 1 step easier, so it's 2. Correct?
Yep.
Difficulty 2? Thank you. Not yet. There we go.
So, extra damage or minor effect?
Minor effect.
What would you like to have happen?
Can I get can you help me with looking at the map? 1 is there, 2, 3 are gone. 4 is on fire. 5 and 6 are skull and crossbones. 7, 8, and 9 are on top.
Yes.
Which one did I hit?
You hit 6. Right, not
1,
7.
2,
7.
3.
7.
So
I hit 7. Okay. All right. So, right, stuff is going on, and I see the flaming stool, and I'm doing this, and I'm looking at black ice and going, I'm just gonna leave her alone because I've already done enough, clearly. And so I just turn and I land right into him. He is turning because he saw the stool and he's looking at the guys leaving. So he's turning back, right? So it's the 2 meet, and then he goes careening. And wait, you said 7? Go back to the map. And then he stumbles into the guy next to him. And at least enough to alter the second guy's trajectory if not completely disrupt his attack.
All right. So you knock number 7 clean out of sensibility and knock over number 8. And in the process, number 9 and number 1 are trying to put out number 4. Their friend is on fire, which will mean their bar is going to be on fire. So they're trying to put them out. They don't have any firefighting equipment. So they're just kind of trying to slap the fire out of it. Actually, there should be some consequence to that. Knock a couple more points off of that guy. There we go.
Stupid should hurt.
Yes, indeed. And these are not the brightest people you run into. Crashed.
So real quick, I don't see a health bar above number 8. Is that intentional or was it just omitted?
Which thing?
Number 8, the one that just got knocked into. I don't see a health bar for him.
Oh no, he has a health bar.
Okay.
Oop, no.
Okay. Anyway, so you said numbers 9 and 1 were attempting to put out number 4.
Yes.
Well, we can't have that now, can we? So I am going to continue to zip around the room. I'm actually going to zip in between them if possible. And then I'm going to aim my attack at number 1 so that if he gets knocked back, he is knocked away from number 4.
Okay.
And now I think it's time to put a little bit of edge into this. Unfortunately, it's my speed edge that's up, not my might edge, but that's okay. So, difficulty 3. Effort to roll. No, I'm good with the effort. Any assets?
Yes, give him an asset because he's trying to put his friend out of fire.
Oh, excellent. Okay, then I'm definitely
distracted.
Yeah. So we're just gonna add an effort to the damage. Boom. Damage effort works a little differently for disrupting touch because it ignores armor. It's actually only +2. So it's 6 damage, but he would have taken damage even if it had missed. But he takes 6 damage that ignores armor.
Excellent. Because he had 6 health. So he flies into the bar at a very weird angle. He kind of flops backward over and slides down.
Okay.
Black ice.
Wait, so
Okay,
hold on.
well, first of all, I turned to the old guy and go, I didn't need your help, dude.
So can I interject one thing real quick?
Yeah.
At the end of my turn, so basically I stop when I do the disrupting touch, and I fix number 9 with my glare and say, "You know you're next, right?"
But
Okay.
yeah, I'm a little resentful that Gen X helped. Because, gothy, angsty teenage Gen Zer here.
Oh, like I haven't dealt with that before.
Yeah, well. Yeah. Basically, I'm your daughter, okay? Picture me.
Oof.
So
you realize
anyway,
when you get more of your energy powers back, we're gonna start calling you Boomer. You know that, right?
well, I've already got that planned, So, how do I use ciphers?
So if you in your cipher list, if you click the little circle over to the right, that will expand.
Right.
Then there's a little checkbox that says used, and you just literally use it, and whatever. I mean, it takes your action, but then whatever the cipher does, it does.
Okay.
There's usually not a roll to activate it or anything.
Okay, I'm just going to activate my area boost cipher
Okay.
and call it done.
All right.
All the while glaring still at Gene.
Tank.
All right, so we said that 7 was the one that was on fire, and 4 and 9 are trying to put him out. And
7's on fire. 9 is trying to put him out, and 8 is currently trying to stand back up.
4's on fire. 7's out.
Yeah, that's right. 4 is on fire. So basically, 1's down, 2 and 3 are missing because they hightailed it out. 4 is on fire. Let's see. Then 7 is trying to stand up, and 8 is trying to put 4 out with his by slapping him a lot.
8 is trying to put 4 out by slapping him.
Yes.
Well, let's help those two come together. And I am going to use the flaming stool as a battering ram to shove 4 into 8 and catch him on fire.
All right.
Flaming
And
Stool is the
so-
name of so many of my cover bands.
What about cover bands?
Flaming Stool is the name of so many of my cover bands. I just can't figure out for whom yet.
All right. So let's. All right. So difficulty 2 again.
Yes. Actually, no. Since you're trying to drive the one to the other, let's make it a 3.
Okay. And effort 0. And asset 0. Aw, man. Oh.
All right. So
Do I at least get a good punch in?
the flaming stool narrowly misses them as the one kind of ducks in order to, like, slap the other one's ass out of fire as the flames are spreading around the polyester like nobody's business. Neither of them are happy about the situation they find themselves in.
How fit.
Let's see. Which of these miscreants is left?
4, 8, and 9, it looks like. 4 is on fire, 8 is down, and 9 is currently spanking 4.
I'm gonna try to actually put the fire out on number 4 by punching him in the face.
Show them how it's done. All right. That'll be target 3 with 1 asset because he is on fire and busily trying to put the fire out that is spreading around his body, and the hot plastic that is now adhering to his skin.
With throwing an effort, 1 asset. There we go. And that would be 7 points.
And down he goes. And by the way, he's still on fire.
I mean, at this
Okay,
point, at this point, we expect no less.
So the door to the bathroom opens up.
Dun, dun, dun.
And in shows up, walks out, an old man carrying a very fancy looking cane, who looks at the room, sees the cloud of smoke above from the noxious chemicals from the stool, and one of his people on fire, several of them on the ground in various states of disarray and bloodiness. The back door still flapping from the 2 that had run out, and says, "Oh, I knew today was going to be a bad day. Let's see. Crash."
Yeah.
You're going to love this guy.
Okay.
I would like you to make a might defense roll, target 5.
Don't wanna.
We'll wait for it. You'll love this guy.
Might defense use A.
Yes.
Oh, missed it by 1.
So you see him raise up his cane, which has a serpent head on it with a pair of little red eyes, and they start to glow as you're running past a couple of guys trying not to catch yourself on fire. And then all of a sudden, your footing fails you. As you realize, your feet are very cold. Your boots have just turned into ice. You slide sideways into the bar and take 5 points of damage.
Ooh. I have no armor. If you actually hit me, things are bad.
And so the rest of you see him like sliding around, then all of a sudden he's just going in a straight line, boom. And he's left this, wet puddle behind him as he flew through because, well, his feet are generating a lot of heat at that speed. All right, so up next is Gen X, I think, or did I not advance?
No, I believe it's Gen X's turn.
Yeah.
Okay, where does Mr. Kane fit in the initiative sequence?
He just went.
He just went.
Excellent. All right. I'm going to use Inspire Aggression.
Okay.
And I look over to Tink. Not Tink. I look over to Black Ice.
So Inspire Aggression is only might-based rolls. You probably want to do it to Paw.
Say that again?
Inspire Aggression is might-based attack rolls, so you probably want to do it to Paw.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And I am an angry goth as it is, so.
I know. I was going to help some more. I thought that was going to work really well. I'm a little sad. Okay. Might based, huh? All right. All right. So, well, okay. There we go. All right. Yeah. I look over to Paw. I turn my head as if dude over there is just some other dude. And I say, looks like he's trying to spill your saucer of milk. You're not going to let him do that, are you?
No.
All right.
Oh my God, I love you, nerds.
Okay, and is there a roll for that one?
No.
Okay.
But Paw just gets an asset on might-based
an
attack
asset.
rolls for the next minute.
All right, Crash.
Okay, so am I on the ground or?
No, you're actually fairly upright. You just slam sideways into it.
Okay. But I can still run, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well. Okay. Yeah, we're going to try this one more time and hope that it just doesn't end badly for me. Yeah, I'm going to. Let's see. I am going to give this guy a good spin, and warm my legs back up in the process. And I am going to aim my blast at his cane. I would like to see if maybe I can disarm him.
All right. That will, let's see. think that'll pop the difficulty up to let's put it at a 5.
Okay.
He's old and kind of slow.
Yep. I don't have the mic left to really put any effort into it, unfortunately. Oh, nope, I miss.
All right.
The blast hits like the floor right in front of him, and so there's a for a moment there's kind of a little like impression crater, like it had been hit by something, and then it just kind of bounces back, and almost kind of does a little wobble thing as it resets, as the floor kind of resets itself.
I believe at least one person should have a disarm CYPHER somewhere.
Wait, I'm sorry. No, hold on. Disrupting touch, because I have the bonus in it. He takes 1 damage even if it misses.
Oh, all right.
So yeah, so it still hits the ground in front of him. That wobble thing still happens, but as it hits, it kind of spreads back out, and one of the tendrils of energy kind of catches him across the cheek.
All right. So black ice.
So I still have the little spiky hand thing going on, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, she's gonna see if this thing works again, because she doesn't know what the hell's going on. So
All
she's
right.
gonna try it again.
Target
Aim
full.
at the dude.
Yes.
So difficulty 4, you said?
Yes.
Any asset?
Nope. He's actually the one person in the room who knows what he's doing.
Oh!
Oh.
God! Well, she is new to this.
GM intrusion.
All right.
That's what, the third one this fight?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
We are
so
starting.
Okay. So yes, it works perfectly well, except for one thing. You have managed to put the fire out.
Oops.
So the person who's trying to keep his unconscious friend from being on fire is now is like, finally, job well done.
Oops. My bad.
Tank.
All right. So I'm going to need help putting this together because I need to get back to my grading. God damn it. So I would like to launch fire at the collective group. And I believe that would be
So you're gonna light one of your Molotovs on the flaming stool.
yeah, or like use the flaming stool like a hockey stick and bat it at at another stool and like just try to catch as much of these as on fire as possible.
Okay.
I love it.
So that will be a target 3 speed attack.
Target 3 speed attack. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't know if like craft like I don't know if there's any special ability that this would fall under. Like
Nope. Making the Molotov cocktails was, but the usage of is a different skill.
okay, or I guess of finding the appropriate combination of stools to knock around and catch on fire to the perfect.
Yeah. So, if successful, this will be brutal.
Yes. All right. So you said speed?
Yes. Speed target 3.
Difficulty. Is that the difficulty 3?
Yes. It might be a good time to put some effort into your target for that.
Okay. Yes. So that an effort of 1?
Yeah.
All right.
It'll,
And no
it'll cost
assets?
you a little speed pool, but improve your chances of setting 3 people on fire.
Yes. All right. And I'm guessing no assets?
Nope.
It's like, I need to get back to my grading.
All right. Let's see. So this fine gentleman has successfully gotten up and is caught on fire. This gentleman is caught on fire. Oh yes, yeah, he's out. He's the only person here who's not really on fire at the moment. Let's see. All right, Paw.
Well,
You and your asset to your attack.
yes, number 9 is going to take to take a punch to the face.
All right.
This one's going for the cheekbone. Maybe actually no, jaw.
All right, target 3. Yeah, actually, why not? Make it 2.
And that would be 7 more points. Right to the jaw. Hopefully I cracked it.
Indeed. Down he goes. Still on fire, by the way. Okay. So, number 7 runs for the door on fire. 7, yeah, 8. Runs for the door on fire. He's just going to run to the street in the hopes that if he runs fast enough, the fire will go out. He did not listen to the stop, drop, and roll. They apparently did not have that on British TV when he was watching. And so he's going to have what we like to refer to as a bad day from there on. All right, and then next up, Hex. Once again, he raises up his stick, the eyes glow on it, and the fire goes out. And then you hear this popping noise as all the oxygen around him reinstates itself. He looks at you, and that was not very nice. Gen X.
I go back over here. Now I take my damage boost cipher.
All right. Crash. Okay. Black ice.
Like, so I'm within touching distance of this dude.
No, but you're in. You are in short range, so you can use onslaught on.
Okay. Well, I was thinking disarm, but if I'm not close enough, I won't. So, you know what? I might as well try this again because, practice makes perfect.
All right, target 4.
Okay. Finally.
There you go.
Nice, and extra damage to boot.
So yeah, I'm like doing the get away thing.
So you actually hit him. You hit him pretty good. He's like trying to guard himself against it, and that he gets cut up fairly well by the stream of ice pouring at him. So Tank.
Oof. I need to do stuff again. All right. So, like, I'm having a lot of fun swinging my flaming stool around and catching other things on fire. I'd like to do something more effective. I don't know what the time resources are for something like, I think it would be, was it tinker or always tinkering? Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Okay. You may get advice. Okay, that's different. Okay. So yeah, get back here. If you have any tools and materials at all, oh, that's a little cool. Have any tools and materials at all? You are carrying fewer ciphers than your limits. You can create a manifest cipher. Okay. Oh, so I can still do the cipher thing, right?
You can use any of your ciphers. You should have, I think, 3 of them.
Uh-huh. All right. And so we said that. All right. So I would like to have a more effective source of fire, like a Molotov cocktail. So is that something that like the cipher is that something that I would have had already in my backpack, or is that something that I can jump behind the bar and put together?
You already have the cipher.
Okay. So I can reach into my backpack and pull out.
Boost up one of your Molotovs.
Okay.
Let's see. Efficacy. Oh, yeah. Boost an ability that requires a skill roll. Okay. All right, so you're doing that. Paw.
All right. So do I roll that, or is that it just happens?
That just happens. So you'll be able to use it next round.
Okay. And which one? So was that the efficacy or range?
Yes.
Efficacy. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And so, and so now I have to wait until the next round to actually throw it.
Yes.
So
all right.
What would have happened if I had just threw it without?
They do its regular amount. This will make the attack easier, so you can do more damage with it.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
All right, Paw. You have an asset for any attack that you make. And there's one outstanding.
What was that?
And there's only one guy standing.
You really need to stop picking on people who are just no. Just
Target 4.
okay.
Target 4, 1 asset.
I'm actually gonna try to so I'm gonna do the bash. I actually want to try to grab it. And actually, how close is he to the actual bar itself?
Not too far. You could probably throw him on it.
Yeah, because I want to use bash, basically grab him and actually.
You're gonna try to throw it
him around a little bit.
Okay.
There we go. And that should be 3 damage, and he is dazed for a round.
Yes.
It means all tasks he performs are going to be hindered.
All right, and he's up. Isn't that excellent? All right, so Pa.
Yes.
So you hit him and you daze him, and you want to make a might defense roll, which will be target 5.
Oh shoot! I accidentally. Damn it! I just clicked the apply cost twice. I'm gonna let me manually adjust that.
Yeah, adjust that, please.
Okay, are you adjusting it or am I adjusting it?
You can adjust it.
Okay. Let's put that back up.
Okay, yeah. Actually, so might defense 4.
Might defense 4. Okay. And I have that.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Well
Major.
then. Yeah.
All right. So what would you like your major effect to be?
That when he tries to basically counterattack me, he discovers that I am a tank. I am immovable, and he is going to knock his ass back onto the bar and sit down and think about what he's just done.
All right. Oof. That man's becoming an asset factory. Next. Yep.
All right. With damage boost in effect.
Yes. You have 2 assets on your attack.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be doing release energy. Okay, go to that one. I'm getting used to switching between windows. Difficulty what? 4?
Difficulty is now a 4.
And I'm going to spend an effort. List my 2 assets. Is there anything else? All right. So, I'm doing my best to impersonate the great gentleman Chalance and just sort of turn around and I look at the dude and say, "You look familiar." And I didn't like that memory either. Wait. Wrong window. Oh, effort to damage. No, I can't do that. Okay. That's what I thought. and I do with the might. Nope, hold on. Boom. There we go. Release energy might.
Oh,
Ooh.
ah,
Why did it say success?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Okay.
I feel
That
since
makes
it's the
4.
first night, I feel kind of generous. You didn't have to make that roll if the difficulty was 0. So how much damage would it have done is 7? All right. Because we're refamiliarizing ourselves with the system. So you actually do manage to hit him because he is laid out, and hit him pretty good. He is not looking very nice at the moment. All right, Crash. That is correct. Yes. Oh,
Superhero pose. Superhero pose.
oh. Actually, technically a vigilante pose. Oh no. Trust me, you're a vigilante at this point. There's a difference. To actually raise the one person in the group who would understand the difference between them because he has an understanding of the bureaucracy. So Hex kind of coughs, but drops his cane to the floor, clatters onto the floor. Building is still on fire. It is spreading across the nice old pine floor, along the nice old bar stools and bar tables. It's getting incredibly smoky in here. Things are very bad. So, what does the party feel like doing?
I
Taking
will.
advantage of my flame retardant cotton lab coat for starters.
I feel it's important that we target the most critical and important things about the situation, and I relieve the hooligans of their wallets.
Or I reach for the guy's cane.
Okay. You grab the cane.
I grab the
You
cane.
see a blur going around the hooligans.
Yeah, and then basically, as soon as I have all their wallets and other valuables, I almost said variables because I've been doing computer programming. I'm out the door.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody staying behind?
No.
Nope. Fire
I
bad.
grab the
Fire
cane.
bad. Everybody out.
Is the bar, is the flame creating a barrier between into the bar itself?
No,
No?
not yet.
Then I sort of like look over to the bar, grab a couple of vintage beer coasters,
Aw.
pocket them, and head out.
I thought you were going to say a couple of vintage bottles. I was going to be so
So
proud
did
of you.
I.
Well, I
they
mean,
good stuff there. Trust me. They're soccer hooligans. They don't know
That's
any
true.
better.
That's true.
I mean,
All
like,
right.
I grab a couple of 6-packs and shove them in my backpack.
So you head outside, and smoke is starting to pour out through the doors. You hear sirens in the distance. Obviously, somebody else has noticed the weird flickering lights, or maybe they actually had a working fire alarm system or something. Who knows?
Oh no, they
You
would have
make it out to
totally
the street.
disconnected that.
You cough a bit because of all the smoke that has been filling your lungs. You're like, oh, okay. And then you look up, and standing in the middle of the street is a gentleman in a very nice suit, with a little curly wire thing coming up from underneath his collar into his ear. And another person is standing next to him wearing a very shiny suit of black lacquered armor, or not enameled armor. So like medieval suit of armor, except it's black and shiny. Standing there, he's standing there with his arms crossed, staring at you. There's the person in the nice suit, and on the other side is a person wearing a toga with a nice, very long, curly beard, and standing with a very ornately carved staff. All three of them looking at you. You recognize two of these people immediately. They are the man with the staff is Eidolon, and the person in the armor is the Night Knight, spelled Night, Knight, and they are both members of the Liberty League.
Of course they are.
And they're just standing there watching you guys as you come out, and the person in the suit says, good evening, people. We have a lot to discuss. Would you like to come with us willingly, or would you not? And that's the session.
All right.
I'm never gonna get my grading done.
I'm sitting here going, I've got work in the morning.
Right.
Up past curfew.
Okay, so I'd like to thank everyone for being here for the premiere episode of The Powers That Be. Patrick, this was a lot of fun. I'm already very intrigued by the storyline. We're going to go around and do some quick outros, and then we will get out of here. And I think we may have enough time to maybe film a quick after show. We'll see. So we'll start with our GM, Patrick. Who are you? Where can we find you, and what are you up to?
Oh, I'm Patrick DeWind. I'm on Twitter as, curiously enough, Patrick DeWind, because, it's my name. That's what I use. And I've been running games for a long time, but it's been quite a while since I've run one. So I'm really enjoying this and looking forward to just absolutely tormenting the rest of you with where this story is going to go.
Excellent. We will move down to ECAT. Who are you? Where can we find you, and what are you up to?
Hi, I'm ECAT. I'm not on Twitter, so won't find me there. And it's been ages since I've actually gamed, so this is kind of fun, and I'm looking forward to getting back into the groove of things.
Excellent. Julie, same questions. Who are you? Where can we find you? What are you up to?
My name is Julie DeWind. Yes, I am married to the GM. No, there is going to be no case of GM's girlfriend. That is a very standard house rule, going from way back. I can be found on Twitter at Juliana Rosalia. I don't post a lot, but I am there.
Okay, moving over to Ray. Same questions.
Hi, I'm Ray Strobel. I have a Twitter account, but I really don't use it, so that's not something that you're going to find me. However, I am on TikTok as Strobelite47, and as far as gaming goes, now this is like my very second hardcore gamer experience, so I feel like I'm participating with the cool kids now.
Okay, Magda.
Hello. Magda, Maggie, Marge. I don't have Twitter. I don't have Instagram, and you're not gonna find me on Facebook. I have quite a background of playing games, mostly D&D back in the Pathfinder days, and did a lot of World of Darkness, a lot of World of Darkness. Those were the old days. But I dabbled here and there in a lot of different systems, and this is the first time that I've been doing this one, and it's like everything a learning experience, but I'm excited to walk that path.
Excellent. And I am Trevor, aka the Vitruvian Meeple. I've been your host. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Counter Social. You can find me on Mastodon at dice.camp, all under the Vitruvian Meeple moniker. Hope you guys have had fun. I promise we will try to work out all the remaining tech bugs for the next time around. We will see you in 2 weeks, unless life intervenes, here on The Powers That Be. Until then, bye-bye.
Night.
Bye.
Night.